Forextime. Well, he says it's no longer Apari, it's now Forextime. He's joining me now, and we're looking at the kinds of traders we have at the market. Well, should I say congratulations because you've changed your name, going from Apari now to Forextime. I know we did discuss this last time you were here. That was Monday. Just quickly refresh your memory.
I was trying to make it clear to you that it's not like it's just an opportunity for us to offer better service to our clients. You know, this is the same company practically, the same regulation. Everything is practically 100%. It's just that with the previous brand, based on the international influence of that previous brand, you know, we started having some you know, regulatory issues in some countries. You know, basically. So it's just a rebranding, just to guarantee that in a place like Nigeria we can offer better services. That's all. Okay, just a name change and of course better services. Well, that's good. That's definitely good. Now today we're looking at the types of traders we have at the markets. But first, as usual, let's take a general outlook of the world markets. We know what's going on at the equities markets. The Greece situation. Tomorrow is a big day for Greece. And so far we've only had a 20% participation from bondholders. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Perhaps by tomorrow we might have 75%, which Greece requires. So how has that been affecting? I imagine the euro must be taking a hit. Yeah, like I was showing you, if we can actually look at the charts of Euro USD for like this week, like I was showing you that technically, if you look at it technically based on the market formation that I was showing you last week, I was like 100% certain that we are going to get a downtrend on the Euro USD. And prior yesterday, the Euro USD was totally downwards. I think it went down. Based on what, technical calculations or technically it was clear. But sometimes it's also been driven by the weakness in the Eurozone anyway. But technically it was a short deal. You know, for those who actually could interpret what the market was saying technically, you know, the downtrend was practically sure. You know, and prior yesterday we had a downtrend all through. What about this morning? I imagine because up until now, it seems like this morning with the way the market moves, you know, like on Monday we had a downtrend. Tuesday we had a little pullback. That was yesterday. Sorry, Monday there was a little pullback, but prior yesterday we had a downtrend. Today also, this morning we're having a little pullback. You know, we have a little, I won't call it strengthening, but market does pull back a little because people are taking profit. That's from the Euro-USD pair. What about the Euro on its own, rather? No, you see, the issue with the Euro on its own is that you can't just analyze the Euro on its own because it's a relationship to what is happening in other economies. So basically right now, based on the fact that the Eurozone has not been able to come to a conclusive decision on the bailout issue they have it, then we're not expecting any strength until they're able to come to an agreement based on what's happening tomorrow. Now, I was asking a question because, you know, we do have a dollar index. So I was thinking perhaps we have the Euro index, you know, how the Euro is measured on its own, its own strength. Okay. Well, basically, the Euro is a little bit weak right now. You know, it's a little bit weak. For obvious reasons. Okay, so there's caution. Everybody's just waiting on the sideline. Right now, I don't see anybody, you know, really going to trade any pair that has the Euro right now. That has the Euro. Because the issue is that you can 100% place your hand on where it's going. Okay. You know. We've taken the profit, you know, earlier this week. Right now, it's consolidating. We don't know what's going to do next. So basically, everybody just waits. But still, yet technically, I'm still expecting that downtrend to go on because there is a support. That was like a support level about 2-3 weeks ago, and I expect that Euro is going to touch that support again. Whether it's going to break that support or retrace back up, then that's what I'm not sure about. But basically, I still see Euro going down. Okay, let me ask you about the deal. What do you think? How do you think it's going to play out tomorrow? Because I was a little bit surprised that up until now we're still talking about whether or not the bondholders, all of them, would come to the table. You see, this is the way we currency traders think. You know, because as a currency trader, it's not like you don't care where the price is going, because you know no matter where the price goes, as long as you're right about where it's going, you know you're making your profit. So basically, it's not like we don't care how the deal goes out. For people who live in Europe, right? For those who control those economies, you know they care. But for we who trade, it's not like we don't care. But whatever happens to them, it's a profit. So we don't know what's going to play out. We don't really take much time to research on how it's going to play out because we're waiting for any side. If it plays out positively, it's profit. If it plays out negatively, it's also a profit for traders. You know, because that means you just said the Euro. If it plays out negatively, if it plays out positively, you buy the Euro. So both ways, it's fine.
Okay, whichever way you make profits. Oh, yeah. That's good. Okay, let's go into what we're talking about today.
Okay.
The types of currency traders that we have at the market. I believe we have some scalpers, day traders, swing traders, position traders.
Yeah, we have scalpers. You know, we have day traders, we have swing traders, and we have position traders. You know, those are like the 4 major kinds of traders that are in the market. So I think it's a decision that traders need to come to terms with. So you determine what kind of trader you are. Now, sometimes it's also has to do with personality. Typical example: not all pilots can fly the fighter jet. You know, these fighter jets that move at supersonic speed. Then even when you talk of fighter jets, there are also levels.
Different classes.
There are different classes. Yeah. There are those who, now let's even leave pilots. There are those who guys we call astronauts who actually fly distance to space. So they are all flying, but they all flying at different levels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically in trading also, we're all trading, but we're all trading at different levels. So there are different traders that come in, you know. So it's not the responsibility of a trader to determine based on certain factors, you know, what kind of trader he is.
Okay, we started with you mentioned the scalper. That's the person on the list here. Who is the scalper?
Now, scalpers are like I can categorize them like the guys who fly the super fighter jets. You know, they need speed. They go in fast. They come out fast. A scalper is not looking for big profits in terms per trade. He's taking small profits per trade, but he's doing a lot of that. So, for instance, in a day, a scalper can take 20-30 trades in one day. You know what I'm saying? A scalper can take 20-30 trades in one day. So what he's doing is that he's taking small profits per trade. So he's not looking to go for long term. He's going for very short time. So a scalper can be in the market for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
But if he takes a little here, a little there, I mean, I believe at the end of the day that should add up to something.
It adds up to the profit, but not everybody can do that. That's the issue. Because, you know, there are some traders who are like, oh, I like that scalping thing. Sometimes your makeup might not be for scalping, because it's like surgeons. There are people who, like Dr. Ben Carson, who does this brain surgery thing. Not every doctor can be a brain surgeon, because there's a precision of your hand required. In the same way, when you're a scalper, your brain capacity must be very sharp. You know, you must be able to, you must be spontaneous. Okay. You must be able to react to market, take your profit, and move out. You know, so somebody who is slow, being slow is not a bad thing, because being slow can be a positive thing on the other side. So for somebody who is slow, who analyzes the market slowly, you know, scalping is not for you.
Okay, so is it safe to say that the scalper is someone with a high risk appetite? Because I imagine it must be very dangerous.
Yeah,
things change the blink, the twinkle of an eye at the market sometimes.
It looks like high risk, but to the scalper it's not, because he's able to build his own system. Because when you see the type of trader thing basically looks at how you enter the market, how you come out, the speed and all that. But when you build your trading system, the money management is also important. So even for scalpers, in their trading strategy, they have their money management. So it doesn't really mean that scalping is risky. It just means that...
sorry to button, you said, okay, to the scalper, it's
yeah,
not high risk. But generally, to somebody who doesn't
somebody
have
else
that,
would be like, wow.
Okay, let me ask you, let me put it this way. To you, or in general terms, is it a high risk way of trading?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. The most important thing is that you need to have very fast internet. Let's look at that point. Key points for scalpers. Okay. Number one, you need to trade pairs that are liquid.
When you say liquid?
Pairs that you get high liquidity for. Pairs that love trader trade. So okay, you go in and come out, you know, it's super fast. Then you need to trade during the busiest time of the day. So many times you don't scalp when the market is slow.
Okay, so when the market is most active.
For instance, London session, for instance. London is like 8 a.m. Nigerian time, depending on whether we are 1 hour ahead or 1 hour behind. Okay. But around 7 a.m. Nigerian time, the market is super fast. London market's open. Africa is awake. US people wake up to trade London session. Everybody's awake at that time, and so you get the market really moving super fast compared to midnight Nigerian time when the market is slow. So if you go in scalping at that time, you could just be wasting your time, unless you're scalping the Japanese yen pairs that move really in the midnight. You know, so that's one of the factors. You know, the another factor that scalpers need to look at is the spread. You know, different brokers charge different spread. You need to go for a broker that is charging very little spread, so that as soon as you enter, you don't get big spread that makes you stay long before the price turns positive or negative against you. You know, then they also need to practice good money management. You know, because you're not trying to stay long in the market, so your money management needs to be good.
Okay. Michael, we need to take a break now. We'll come back to look at all the kinds of traders. I believe we have the bidding and some other traders. I have been talking to Michael Akinwale, and we're looking at the kinds of traders we have at the currencies market. We have been talking about the scalpers who go in quickly and exit quickly. They make profit. profits a little bit, but at the end of the day, like Michael said, it does add up. We'll take a short break now, and we'll be back with the rest of the program.
Our investments are really going down.
What's funny? My chart reads otherwise. Because I understand that laying the right foundation is the key to steady returns on investments, which is why I chose to attend training with Forextime. Forextime is one of the world's leading brokers in foreign currency trading. Forextime has given me an outstanding knowledge base for maximizing my investment returns. As a team, we can take advantage of Forextime training sessions and improve our position. Forextime organizes free training seminars 4 times a week, and their forward-thinking approach helps in equipping you every step of the way.